Welcome to Dad's DeFi Space. I'm Kevin. Thank you for taking some time out of your day to spend some time with us. And take a moment to like and subscribe and ping that notification bell so you'll never miss a video. This today is just going to be a short little tour. This is going to be a short tutorial video on how to rebalance a liquidity pool. I'm going to be using some of my positions in Orca and Radium to show you how to rebalance today with two different strategies. Let's get right to it. So we are going to Orca. We are at Orca, which is a DEX on the Solana network. I have really enjoyed yield farming positions on Orca. Right now, I have approximately 1,500 or so. Hold on, let me connect my wallet. I have, well, a little bit more now, around $1,700 of liquidity positions. And this $2.42 I've earned just in the last 2 hours. It's earning over the last few days. I've been averaging approximately $20 a day on $1,700 for what I consider an excellent yield. This Tooker SOL position right here has literally been earning anywhere from 3 to 5% a day on my capital. Now, I do not put a lot of money in risky pools like that, but hey, a degen is a degen, and it's okay as long as you know the risk and you're not betting your house, your wife, and your kids on it. But as you can notice, my WIF and SOL position is out of range. If you take a look over here, my range is out by just a little bit. And I'm going to show you a couple different methods for rebalancing. One method is traditional rebalancing, where I would bring my position back into a balanced range based off of technical analysis. That would be me going to a place like Dex Tools and looking at a WIF SOL pair on Orca, because it's really good to just find the actual liquidity pool that you're putting money into and then use that to determine your position. So we're going to take a look at SOL and WIF. There's a B SOL. There it is. So let's look at this WIF SOL position and see what kind of new range, if we were doing a traditional rebalance at this time, we should set our range in. Now, the hard part right now is prices have been increasing. And when prices are increasing the way they are, sometimes we are now looking at the WIF SOL chart off of DEX tools. This is the actual liquidity pool within the Orca DEX. And you can see the duration of this position, at least, well, hold on. You can see the duration of this position really since the birth of this coin. We are still basically range bound on the weekly, but I'm going to actually go to the daily chart for this, and we are right at a resistance range and going above it. So here's the thing. When establishing a position when this is going on, WIF could either make its way higher and establish support above resistance here and look something like this, or he could get rejected and look something like this. Since we don't know which way WIF is going yet, it's not always to your benefit to reestablish that liquidity position right away until you know what range you're going to be within, unless you utilize a new strategy called a snuggle rebalance. So if I was in this WIF, I'd be holding right now. If it held above support, I would establish my range between, if we were doing it in US dollars, it would be $2 and approximately, let's say, 240 to 250 around this range. And if we go into the down range, I would just go back into my old position, which was approximately $1.50 to $2. Simple as that. But let's take a look at the snuggle rebalance as another method to help us not have to exchange so many assets. Um, Understand that when I'm withdrawing this position, which I'm going to do right now, I'm going to withdraw 100% of my position. As you can see, whatever I put in the liquidity pool has been converted into Solana since the price of WIF has risen faster than Solana. So I am going to withdraw my 320 some odd dollars of Solana from the Orca DEX. And it takes just a moment for my Solana to be deposited back into my wallet. Okay, now we are going to reestablish my liquidity position with a snuggle rebalance real quick here. So what I'm doing now is I am going to start searching for that same. We are looking at WIF positions on Orca right now, and I'm going to want to provide liquidity probably into the one with the most total value lock. We have one with 1.8 million a total value lock and a $28 million volume, and another one with 1,600,000, but the volume is much lower. So obviously we know exactly what we want to go into. We want to go into this larger pool that's earning a larger percentage of fees at the moment. So we are going to enter into this position. We are going to do a custom liquidity range. I actually like to price in Solana, which we're going to do right now. I also want to zoom out on the chart a little bit. Now, what I have set up with my snuggle rebalance is very risky. I am only doing this with a small amount of capital, not financial advice. I'm expecting WIF to actually skyrocket in the near future. So I want to establish my range close to where we are now with anywhere from 5 to 10% downside. And I'm hoping to earn yield on this position hopefully for the next week or two before I exit this position. If it goes out of range, I will exit. I will set that money aside and I will put it back into WIF. Well, I'll probably put half of it back into WIF. The other half I will hold for a dip in the market. Again, not financial advice. This is now that we have our numbers set and understand I am doing a very narrow range. I'm earning a very high yield on this position, but I will more than likely suffer some serious and permanent loss. Again, I'm using this to earn passive income that I'm setting aside as Solana. I take that position to lend. I take out USD and use that to buy more assets, i.e., Solana, Ethereum, Bitcoin. And I'm starting to add near to that list. Now, the great thing about Orca is once we establish our position, I'm doing a 1% snuggle and then 10 to 11% on the other range. The great thing about Orca is it will perform the trade for you. Now, most of the time, I just go to the Jupiter DEX because the fees are slightly lower. But right now, I'm just going to allow the trade to occur through Orca. I have my slippage set pretty high. So if I cannot get the trade to go through, I will move my trade over to the Jupiter DEX, and we'll come back to this in just a minute. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I hope this information has proved useful and you will use it to your advantage to make more money in these markets. And remember, none of this is financial advice. I am not your dad, and you make your own decisions. Until next time, guys, peace.